NJHD Millville, Atlantic City.
The following program is paid for, and the opinions expressed are not those of Town Square Media or station advertisers.
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
I will fly on the road to victory. My Eagles fly, score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. My Eagles fly on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
Good morning, South Jersey, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schwein, Brad Quast, and Josh Henning as we get you ready for Eagles football. It's been a long wait, Q-Man, but it's here.
Good morning. Oh,
Good morning, my brother.
this is we got a little extra giddy up in our step today.
Sure,
don't
we even have the intern.
Here, we're in old Eagles green.
Throwback Eagles green. I love it,
Yeah.
man. Andrew Leeds is in here with us. Josh Henning worked a full week. Now, Josh, let me bring you on real quick. Could you feel the hype all week building all week on your shows?
Oh, the hype's there. It's just what kind of hype? It's different variables. It's well, first of all, you have the Giant fans who are coming out of the woodwork all of a sudden. We haven't heard from them half the year.
Stinking Giants fans.
But the reason why I started asking you that, because you're on the air every day this week.
Yeah.
And I know there's all this Q as a former player. All the outside noise and distraction doesn't really mean anything to the player.
How many times did I tell you?
Me, right?
We don't listen outside.
None of that stuff.
It doesn't matter who you're playing. It's
But
the playoffs. So they're chomping at the bit because they had the time off. They're healthy. They got their legs under them, and they can't wait to get out there and play. And the night game kills them because they're going to be sitting around watching the first game, and then
that anticipation of waiting until 8 o'clock to play has got to be incredible.
It's terrible.
But I'm fired up. You're going to the game tonight.
I'm going
You're fired up.
I'm fired up.
I'm going to the game.
It's gonna be cool.
They're bringing out the heavyweights for this game.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Q, man. I know you say stats from prior years don't have anything to do with it, but as an organization, I mean, the Eagles are 2-2 against the Giants all time in playoffs, but they haven't. The Eagles have won the last 9 games against the Giants at Lincoln Financial Field. I mean, they pretty much own the Giants.
They own them at home, and if the Eagles play like they're capable and do what they're supposed to do and take care of the ball, they'll have a victory.
You have to go all the way back to October 27th, 2013 to find the last time the Birds lost to the Giants at home.
That's not going to happen tonight either. So
listen, and here's another thing. I hear leading up to this week, I watched a lot of ESPN, a lot of programs. Read it,
all the experts.
I get the newspaper every day.
Yeah.
Of course, the sportsbook consigliere Dave Sharapan breaks my stones about that. But I take it all in, and there's people like there were a couple female reporters on ESPN talking about how tender Jalen Hurts' shoulder. They don't know. He's completely off the injured reserve, the injury report. He's healthy and ready to go.
Well,
don't you believe that?
Everybody's banged up right now.
Right.
Everybody, they're all hurt. I mean, so you have to put the report on for the bettors, but everyone's hurt. Everyone's sore. That he got a little time to rest up, and he'll be fine. There's no way you feel it when you walk on the field and they start playing the song and the Rocky theme. He comes out, they come out, they don't feel it. There's no pain. They feel no pain.
He's ready to go.
He's ready to go.
He's ready to go.
He is definitely ready to go. But I'm going to push back on one thing. you can't just dismiss what everyone's reporting, because they're reporting these things for a reason. They know people. These are no, they're not. Okay, you got to separate the person who's on fill in the blank radio station in Philadelphia whose job is to rile you up.
Well, I was talking about national TV.
And the person whose job is to report breaking news because they have sources. And Brad, you know this better than anyone. A lot of times when stories get out to the media, someone's putting it out there for a reason, whether it's good or bad, right?
Yep, yeah, exactly. So the source, the inside source. So the training staff, one of the medical staffs, these guys are all ready to play. They're all ready to play tonight. They're excited.
And once again, I go back to you because you were a former player.
Yep.
And we all saw that play where Jalen Hurts got driven into the ground by that guy from the Bears.
Yes.
All right.
It's a lot of weight on your
shoulder. Came back that game and played the whole game and played pretty well.
Correct.
All right. Then it was discovered that he does have an injury. They say he was going to be out for 2 weeks, and he missed 2 weeks.
Yep.
And he's back.
He's back.
I mean, he's ready to go.
Well, hold on. You're willing to believe those reports, but not this report.
Because I saw it with my own eyes. He got driven into the ground.
See, Brad, the hypocrisy here.
Billy
believes the one report, but not the other report.
Josh, I saw him get driven into the ground. That had to
you
hurt.
Said
it
yourself
hurts. That hurts. 300-pound guy on you. It's not fun.
I saw it with my own eyes.
Billy, you said yourself just there that the report said that he would be missed 2 weeks, and he came back after 2 weeks.
Right.
So you're willing to believe that report, but not the report.
Some female reporter on ESPN yesterday.
So it's a woman's fault?
I'm just saying. I'm trying to say. I forget her name. She's talking about how tender his shoulder is.
She's like the 10th person to report that this week.
He's ready to
Ian
go.
Rappaport, Mike Garafolo, Adam Schefter.
They're just trying
they're all saying the same thing.
Hey, guys. They're ready to go. It's not even relevant for tonight. I just hope he plays, and I hope they game plan the plays that they kind of ease him into it, and that he gets the rust off real quick for a series.
Right, we're going to talk to a myriad of people today. We have the Sportsbook Consigliere at 10:30. We have Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News at 11. We got the Fantasy Football Guru at 11:30. We got Brad Quast in the house here. Q-Man.
I'm back. It's good back. Good
you
to
got
be
your
back.
ears pinned back. You're ready to go.
I'm ready to go. And then I'm going to start tailgating at 2 o'clock. Tailgating 2 o'clock.
Listen, I got to get my rear end in here tomorrow morning.
Oh,
it's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough.
And what did Josh say to me? Barked orders at me as soon as he walked in. What did he say?
Yeah, he was all over you.
He said, you got to be in here.
You got to be in tomorrow. It's like your dad.
Well, the show is
don't go out late last night. Got to go to church in the morning.
Right.
Church in the morning.
Right. What's the name of the show?
What?
The Locker Room with Billy Schwein.
Well, it's a Josh and Brad show now. Come on.
Well, you think you're going to make it in?
Come on.
By the way,
not a chance I'm making it tomorrow.
I asked you if you wanted to come in tomorrow, and he said no.
Not a chance.
But
I'll be rolling in about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Dave will be ready to go. By the way, Nick Sirianni is undefeated. He's 2-0 as a head coach coming off a bye week. Does that mean anything to you, Q?
I listen. Right now, we have so much tape on each other teams, and they prepped so much. Their game plan very solid right now. I mean, here's the talk about game plan in this segment. You want to talk defensively? I hope they have a really good game plan, because
Daniel Jones is playing better.
He's
a lot
better. He can throw the ball. He can run the ball. And Barkley, he's a game changer.
Yeah, but they've held Barkley to like 38
I know,
yards.
But something today. I feel like it's a little different. It's a little different today. That's what worries me.
See, I'm not as worried about. I think our defense is superior to the Giants. Our defensive line is ferocious.
It's good.
They're
it's
unbelievable. Good. Now, Josh gave me a stat. When the Eagles give up less than 310 yards, they're 10-0.
Yes, that's a good thing. Yeah, keep them under.
When they give up over 310, they're 4-3.
Okay,
still a winning record, but not as good as keeping them under.
Well, that's statistically that's about the standard for every team. Keep them under 150 yards rushing and under 200 yards passing.
One last thing that I want to ask you about, and people have been making a lot of it. So I did a little research.
Okay.
Since 1970, there have been 24 teams now, 24 occasions where a team meeting for the third time after one team won the first two matchups. In those 24 playoff games, including last Sunday, because that happened, that scenario happened. They're 15-9. So it's I thought that. Remember, I said it's watch out. It's tough to beat a team.
Tough to beat three. Yeah.
But those statistics don't.
They don't prove that. Usually in playoff football, the better team wins.
The better-
Should win.
And
Better team
if you
should
look
win.
at our roster,
Yeah.
we're a better football
We are
team.
a better football team, offensively and defensively, a better
Except
football
for,
team.
I'll tell you what, the coaching staff.
Coaching staff is
Dable
good.
and Martindale.
He's good.
Don Martindale, they call him Wink from Wink
Yeah, he was with
Martindale.
Buffalo or Baltimore for years.
Baltimore.
Yeah, so that worries me. I think they're both good coaching staffs, and it'll be interesting to see.
All right, so it's
a
ready-
chess game.
We're
It's a
ready to
chess
go,
game.
right?
We're ready.
So we got the book at 10:30, Grayson at 11, the fantasy football guru at 11:30. We're having fun in here. The locker room's going to get you prepared for Eagles football, Eagles Giants, and it's a little bit more intriguing because it's the Giants. They're 90 miles to the north,
Up the turnpike.
right
Yeah,
up the turnpike.
Yeah, it's not as intriguing as like the Cowboys,
You come
but I
down
think
plus you come down to like the Bordentown area in Jersey, and anything north.
so.
of
What's the
that-
Mason-Dixon line? I think
I would say around about
Bordentown.
below Trenton,
Okay,
right?
north and south. That's the
I would say
Mason-Dixon
that's
line.
the Mason-Dixon
Okay,
line for,
all right, for Eagles
But there
fans.
are
Giants.
Giants fans in this area.
Yeah, there's a lot of Giants.
There's plenty
fans.
of Giants
There
fans.
There's
are
a lot of Giants
in
fans.
this area.
Let me ask you this: do you like a Giants fan or a stinking Cowboys fan?
No,
Giants fan.
I could put up with a Giants fan.
Because a Giants fan is still local.
Right.
Yeah,
The Giants play in North Jersey.
yeah.
Basically.
So at least
Right.
you come down here for your job, or you move down here.
Now
But-
I wonder how many Giants fans are going to be in the area.
I wonder. See,
Because this game.
people don't give their tickets away for this game.
By the way, I've been to 4 division games. I've been a season ticket holder since 1991 with Scott Simpson from Playland, Billy Armstrong, my cousin,
Yeah.
Carl, all these guys. I've been to 4. There's nothing like sitting in the stands, especially watching a victory
Yes.
for a playoff game.
Yeah. So
I am so excited about.
yeah.
being
So
there.
I'm going with my buddy Joe Coop, and he's got really good tickets.
All right.
So we're
let's-
sitting on the Eagle side.
So let's get it going, Q man.
All right.
The first hour of the locker room was powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that help you through the entire process. From contract signing to closing for the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Now, I want to tell you about Lavari Seafood because I've been getting great reports. Go see Dave. Dave's a great guy, but I'm here to tell you about Lavari Seafood Bar and Grill located at Route 50 and Tuckahoe Road in Petersburg. Just 8 minutes over the Ocean City's 34th Street Bridge. It's a straight shot. It's an old school bar, 18 big screen TVs, daily specials are open every day at 11 a.m., celebrating 15 years in business. Thursday night is wing night, dollar wings, $2.50 domestic draft, $2.50 domestic drafts, live music every Friday night. Book a private party today. Give them a call at 609-628-2225. That's Lavari's Seafood Bar and Grill. When we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room. Billy Schweim, Brad Quast, Josh Henning, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is the radio home for Eagles playoff football. The Eagles host the New York Giants in the divisional round of the NFC playoffs tonight.
The Boston Scott who runs in, standing up, untouched.
This offensive line just throw the Giants off the football.
Pre-game coverage starts at 7 p.m. with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick calling all the action starting at 8:15. This is where the Philadelphia Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's official Eagles station.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Rendezvous Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Rendezvous Pizza, there's one right nearby. Right nearby. Rendezvous Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. Fast just got a whole lot faster. Xfinity has the fastest internet with up to 6 gig speed. You heard that right. Xfinity just increased internet speeds again. And Xfinity Mobile gives you can't catch me speeds. Plus, get the best price for 2 lines of unlimited, saving you 45% over Verizon. The fastest internet, the fastest mobile service, and major savings? Can't argue with the facts. Learn more, or now through March 21st, get started for $30 a month when you add Xfinity Mobile for 2 full years with no annual contract. Go to Xfinity.com/faster, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Xfinity Internet required. Compares 2 Xfinity Mobile Unlimited intro lines and 2 Verizon 5G Welcome Unlimited lines. Reduced speeds after 20 gigabytes of usage. After promo, regular internet rates apply. Data thresholds and actual speeds may vary.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back here in the Locker Room, broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Getting ready for the Eagles-Giants game tonight. Q's going to be there.
Yes.
I'm going to be there.
Should be fun. Bring your one coat.
What was the NFL thinking? Having a Saturday night game in Philadelphia, is that going to be crazy tonight?
They can't plan that far ahead, but
and
I'm glad it's at home.
I just texted Mark Grimes and I said, "You go into the game?" He says, "No, I'm not going to go there. All the crazy people that
That'll
be drinking
nuts.
all day.
It'll be nuts." I got buddies down there tailgating right now.
People be drinking at the Lincoln.
Yes.
All right. Before we go down memory lane, I want to play you something, but I want to just say this. This is just handed to me by the intern Andrew. The Giants are 4-0 when Saquon runs for more than 100 yards. The Eagles allowed 121 yards last game, so per game, I should say.
They're going to have to win the turnover battle and keep them under 125 yards.
And I think they will.
They have to.
All right.
He scares me, though.
The Giants and the Eagles have a lot of history, Q.
A lot of history.
And I asked Josh to look up a few clips because they're fun to listen to. So the first one we're going to listen to, it seems like the Eagles have always had the ability to just rip the heart out of the Giants, and I think they're going to do it again today. But let's walk down memory lane, Josh, and play the Miracle at the Meadowlands #1.
Okay.
Under 30 seconds left of the game. Pizarczyk can just fall on the football, and there is nothing the Eagles can do. And Pizarczyk fumbles the football. It's picked up by Herman Edwards. 15, 10, 5, touchdown Eagles. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Talk about miracles, folks. I do not believe this one, but it has happened.
So it's like in the Baltimore-Cincinnati game, the quarterback was Huntley was trying to dive across they knocked the ball out. He returned it, 95, 90, 98
So
yards.
I've played in a bunch of golf tournaments with Joe Persarchak, Joe, and people that, they
to this day, he'll never live it down, right?
He'll never live that down. And people like force him to pay with the alumni football, NFL alumni.
Right.
And they still bring that up. They still bring that up. All these years.
It sticks with you, doesn't it?
Oh, it's forever. Forever. That's what he's going to be known for.
The Eagles are ranked #1 against the pass, and they don't really have. I mean, you look at their receiving core. Darius Slayton, Hodgkins. I mean, and I think Galladay's back. He played pretty well, Galladay, last week. He made some good downfield blocks. It's really important when the receiver gets.
Yeah, I mean that leads. That's from a 7-8 yard gain to a 15-20 yard rushing game when they're blocking downfield. But here's what Daniel Jones. Here's what he worries about his running ability.
Yeah,
he can run.
Yeah,
he's a good runner.
So when they go man to man, when whatever defense they're playing, if they go man to man, those receivers, if they send all the receivers deep,
correct,
and they got their backs turned to the quarterback, the quarterback can see probably like 30 yards. He can, if you have the ability that Jalen Hurts and Daniel Jones has, that's you have to guard against that.
Especially when you got zero
how
coverage.
do they defend him?
Yeah, zero coverage or man, and you have a linebacker blitz. That means all the DBs and the safeties have their backs toward.
Right.
Boom, he tucks the ball down.
So how do they? So what do they do?
Well,
what should the Eagles do defensively?
Well, defensively, they're going to they need to get pressure from their base defense, and Reddick's got to have a great game. You got to move him all over the place.
Way, I met Hassan.
He's a stud.
I met Hassan.
You met his dad, huh? Yeah.
I met his
He's a
father.
stud.
He's a really great guy.
Good.
His name's Ray, and he's a really good guy. All right, let me. I want to ask you this question because years ago, Jeffrey Lurie kind of was, I don't say mocked or anything, but he said that, the Eagles are going to be the gold standard in the NFL. And Josh, you can chime in too, but the Eagles have captured their 10th NFC crown under Jeff Lurie's ownership. So are they the gold standard?
I mean, you can't argue with his success, and they've had, over the last 15 years, really.
17th time they made it to the playoffs under Lurie.
I mean, that's unbelievable.
So here's the stat you can run with. So can the Eagles and one other team have made it to the most NFC conference championships in the last 22 years? It's the Eagles and what other team?
The 49ers.
49ers.
Nope.
Cowboys.
Nope.
No, Cowboys haven't done anything.
Cowboys haven't been in the conference championship game this century.
Conference championship?
Conference
Vikings?
championship.
Vikings?
Last 22 years.
Green Bay Packers.
That's correct.
Packers.
It's the Eagles and the Packers, and nobody else has 7. They both have been 7 times.
We're kind of spoiled here in Philly, guys. Think about it. I mean, the Eagles are relevant every year. They make the playoffs.
And as Billy asked about Jeffrey Lurie, I mean, how important is it to have that top-down stability and all that stuff with an organization?
Listen, I wasn't a Howie guy, Rosen fan, but he's I really wasn't, and I thought we could do better. And some of the moves they made are particularly in the draft, later rounds, I was kind of scratching my head. But how can you argue with what he's done? How can you argue what he's done with the success he's had over the last, say, 4 years?
Hey, by the way, the locker room in Blitz's Market want to discount your Eagles game day meal. If you're heading to the game, go to Blitz's Market today. You get a turkey or Italian hoagie for just $5 when you mention the locker room. Get down to Blitz's all playoff season long at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Blitz's now has online ordering at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Q. When players see that the front office is doing everything they can and making some really good moves, doesn't that inspire the rest of the team?
It does, but you're never going to win over. It's a fine line between the clubhouse, the management and the players. Players never think that they do enough to get the right guy in, or leadership or positions around them. So you're always there's always a disconnect there. And that it should be, because it's, you're the owner and the workers, So as long as the players know they have, and then don't forget now they're negotiating their contract. So they're not best buddies all the time. They're trying to negotiate a better deal.
Yeah, but really quick, that speaks to stability too, right? Look at all these. I mean, there are 10 offensive coordinator openings this offseason. There are GMs getting fired in season, like with Tennessee.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ed Dontrell from Minnesota got fired half a week, a couple days after they lose to the Giants.
It's nuts.
There's a lot of scapegoating going around this time of year.
By the way, so let's talk about the Eagles' defense. They're number 1 against the pass, but the defense have also produced the 3rd lowest opponent passer rating, 81.6, and tied for 4th in both takeaways and interceptions.
So why they're so successful? Because they get pressure from their base defense. Their front 3-4 guys bring pressure where you don't have to bring a linebacker off the extra.
Because Gannon's been ridiculed for not blitzing.
Yeah, he doesn't have to right at this point.
Well, because blitzing is not the end all be all.
Because when you blitz, you got man coverage and you
give up somebody on the back end.
Yeah, the back end, exactly. So if you can get cover, you can get pressure from your base 4 guys up front, and they're doing that very successfully. they're having a good year.
Something that I heard Ron Jaworski say before. He said that the Eagles are I want to say it correctly. He called it an execution style offense and defense.
Yes.
And that they are a team that when they execute, they are at their best. It's when they don't execute is when they have problems.
Well, it's like everything in life. I mean, baseball, hockey, execute the right play. So Rod Jaws is great. Execution is huge, and they're not making a lot of mental mistakes.
Right.
Yeah.
So
right. Remember last year? Remember last year how they jumped off sides?
Yeah. Guys are running the wrong direction.
And then who was the defensive end? He's hurt now. Barnett.
Oh, Derek Barnett. Yeah, he's out for the year.
Remember, he would get the dumbest penalties. Yeah, just killed.
They're smarter. I think they're listening to the coaches. The coaches are rubbing off on the players now. They buy in their schemes.
Talk to everybody. Talk to us about how like you guys are professionals. You've played the game since you were kids, but how important is coaching in the NFL? I mean, it must doesn't everybody? I mean, guys know how to play football by the time they're pros.
Yeah,
but how much? But coaching, obviously, it looks to me like
it's huge. I mean, look at the Belichicks and the Andy Reids. I mean, so it's coaching is getting. It's part coaching, part psychology.
Well, Brad, look at the guy that crossed the field for the Eagles. Dayball.
He's
I mean, the Giants have been a dumpster fire for years. This guy comes in, cleans up the culture, just like Doug Peterson did in Jacksonville.
Yeah, it's culture, man. You just gotta have the coach on your side. You got to believe in the coach. You got to have the right leadership. He's got to be the right communicator. With the team, with the vets on your team, they got to buy into, they got to buy into the system.
A lot of integral parts.
A lot of integral parts.
All right, so real quick, I hope this can continue, but I'm looking at the free agent list, and you're
already talking free agents.
Well, I just want to, because these guys, this game means this playoff push run means a lot to them because the Eagles have a lot of free agents coming up.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, you're talking to Hargrave, Bradbury, Edwards, Epps, Salomalo, just to name a few, a couple of the big ones. Does it with in the back of their head, this means a lot to them, right?
Yeah, it means a lot to them. Is this a place I'm going to sign next year? Am I moving on?
Right.
This is big for them. Can I get a ring here with them?
Yeah. All right. I'm pumped up.
I am too. I'm too.
First hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA at Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the main line, located minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations and invite you to see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli midsize sedan of the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy of being called a Maserati. Maserati, the main line, also leads the nation in certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience does not end at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the mainline, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi today at RDS Auto Group at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime at motml.com. When we return, we'll talk with the sportsbook consigliere Dave Sharapan. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and Brad Quast right here. 97.3 ESPN.
Today, it's a college basketball doubleheader on ESPN Radio. First at Allen Fieldhouse. Second-ranked Kansas faces number 14 TCU. Then LSU welcomes ninth-ranked Tennessee. The college basketball season continues.
Launching a three left wing. Got it again! 10 seconds to go. Into the corner. Launching a three. Got it!
Exclusively on 97.3 ESPN FM. Coverage begins at 12:30.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call and again, again and again. Call and again, again and again.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about that sound? You're listening to a set of GE appliances, complete with all you need to keep food fresh, dishes clean, and everything else stress-free. Making this the sound of savings on top brand appliances. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Final days to get up to 25% off select GE appliances. Ends January 25th. Offer valid January 5th through January 25th, 2023. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Hi, Merrill Reese from Mike's Seafood's Run Walk for Autism, Sea Isle City. The Mike's Seafood Run Walk for Autism has been promoting awareness and raising funds for special service schools and families of special needs children. Come join over 5,000 participants in the 5K race and the Family Fun Walk, followed by a huge after party. Join us in huge heated tents where they'll have great food, unbelievable door prizes, and the award ceremony. The party is not just for runners and walkers, it's for the entire family. They'll have clowns, superheroes, and face painters for the kids. For more information or to register, go to polarbearrunwalkforautism.com.
Mike's Seafood Run Walk for Autism is Saturday, February 18th at JFK and the Boardwalk in Sea Isle City. Registration is from 9:30 to 11:30. Run Walk starts at noon.
Any day you can do something for children with disabilities, it's a good day.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Our broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Busy day here in the locker room as we get ready for Eagles football. As always,
I'm excited today.
I'm pumped up.
I'm excited. I'm
more excited now that the show started. Now I feel like we're ready to go.
Yeah, we're ready to go. I'm going down early too.
We hope we're getting everybody, all the listeners, ready because hey man, it's a big game.
It's a big game.
All right, every single Saturday, we get a chance to go out to Vegas and talk to the sportsbook consigliere.
My favorite part.
Sponsored by Dino Subs and Pizza Margate, keeping you coming back for more since 1964. Located on Ventnor Avenue in Margate. Give them a call at 609-822-6602. Say hello to Tim for us. Let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome into the locker room the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan.
Come on. For the listeners, he's wearing a New York.
We're streaming live on my YouTube channel. And
I got to David,
just took the wind right out of my sails.
What did I do?
Look at the hat you're wearing.
What? Your hat says NY.
NY.
Was that stand for New Year?
What happened? New Year?
What?
No.
What's that stand?
I don't have a Giants hat. I got to.
What's that stand for? Not yet? What's that stand for? Not yet?
Not yet? I don't know. I mean, what's going on here? I mean,
David.
Chewy's like, he's like, that I expected him.
We were all excited sitting in the studio today.
He looked good in all the Sixers stuff. Oh, did you see him on the Boston?
Come on. Sixers road trip. How would they do out here on the West Coast? That was great.
Let me tell you something, Dave. That hat makes you look 10 pounds heavier. Makes you look about 30 years older.
Oh.
He's going right for the belt.
I ain't afraid of you, Billy. I ain't afraid of you. I'm not. All right? You can say whatever you want. I ain't afraid of you,
we're going to drop the gloves. We're going to drop the gloves today, Book.
Billy, we're too old to fight. Do you understand? I'm in a different weight class than you. I'm in a different age class than you. Okay?
Yep.
We're not fighting. I'm too old to fight.
I was just going to say, is this like Shannon Sharp and Tay Morant last night?
What the hell happened there last night? Come on. These guys are out of control. It's basketball season.
What's that hat stand for? Not young?
Not young, definitely not.
All right, so you know where he's going with that. I can't wait to hear his picks.
I can't wait.
Oh,
but Book, let me ask you a question. Did you just wear that hat today just to get our?
Of course he did.
Like, are you doing it? You playing like devil's advocate?
What are you talking about, Billy?
Why are you wearing a New York hat for?
You don't write, you don't visit, you don't anything. You just then you text me and say, "Hey, are you up? Are you here? We're ready." Nothing. I mean, you don't even warm me up. Nothing.
Brad, doesn't this sound like the argument that me and Billy just had?
Listen, I'm like the parent here, keeping these guys from fighting every day.
You see what shirt I have on, right?
Keep it on the rails. I mean,
I have to. Okay.
Billy,
all right, let's get back here.
I should have sent him the corporate memo.
Yes,
should
you
have said
should.
dress appropriately. I got to start doing this to him.
Josh, if there's anything that needs to be done, can you please text me, please? Please.
These officially off the rail.
Hugh's already going to the game.
I'm going.
He's going to go out there tailgate and all this stuff. Billy's yelling at me for what I'm wearing. And Josh is just sitting there like, can we just get to the next commercial, please? I mean, we got it.
Yeah, let's go.
By the way, Book, I watched you on Bostonian versus the Book. You are you're charismatic, you're entertaining, you're good, but you can't come on the locker room and wear a NY hat.
I didn't get the memo, Billy. You didn't tell me or text me or anything, okay? I didn't know
I got nothing but love for you. I got nothing but love for you.
I didn't know there's rules.
You're my ambassador of Quan.
Can we get back to why Dave's actually
okay, all right,
here?
David. I need your picks, David. I need some catching up to do.
Man,
tell us why you're wearing a New York hat. Got to be some symbolic.
We got a lot
symbolism
to talk about.
Yeah,
we
do.
Don't worry about my hat. Right
we got some games to talk about, Billy.
Explain it by the end. Take your newspaper out and let's go through the stuff.
No, listen,
already.
I got it on my phone. Ready for this?
Oh no!
How about this, Q?
I mean, this segment is 5 minutes of nothing so far.
Yeah, come on.
That's
all right.
Josh, don't say that. It's been pretty good so far. I mean, people driving are like, who is this guy and why is he yelling at Dave? Somebody in that is saying right now, please.
Let's start off with the first game today. The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay.
Doug Peterson's gang.
Yeah.
9.5.
It's a lot of points.
9.5.
Here, Billy.
Oh,
there you go. Look at it. There you go.
I love that on you.
Kansas City.
Now we're good. Now here we're good. All right.
There you go.
There we go. I started with the wrong one on my head, Billy. I'm sorry.
Okay. It's early in the morning.
Okay.
It's very early in the morning. Kansas City's going to crush Jacksonville, or are they not? The line's up to 9.5. Total's 53. I think the game, believe it or not, I mean, when the number gets this high, all the rhombuses and parallelograms, they all bet under. But I think Kansas City writes their own score, Billy.
Really?
You want a teaser? I know you love the teasers.
He loves teasing.
You could start the Kansas City leg. That's leg number 1 of your teaser, Billy.
All right.
Jacksonville's a nice story. Their season ends today.
Comes to an end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brad Quast and yours truly, Billy Schwein, will be in attendance tonight at Lincoln Financial. We'll be drinking at the Lincoln tonight.
Billy, save that game for last.
Okay.
Save that game for last. I know it's chronological order. But the Eagles hype is real. I see what you're wearing. You do look good. Q, you always look good.
I look good, huh?
He's got a full head of hair.
Josh has flyers.
What's he got? He's got Eagles going. We got it.
He's got
Eagles. He's got Eagles.
We all we need. I like that.
I love that. I don't like
let's
that.
Let's jump ahead to the Cincinnati Bengals Buffalo game. Now this is a repeat of the game that was canceled.
Yeah.
Going back, there's a lot of emotion in this game, but how do you see this one shaking out?
Billy's favorite kind of game.
Yeah, I love emotion.
He cries.
Billy's emotional.
He'll cry. He's crying.
My daughter made a layup.
There it goes. There he goes. Okay, Buffalo.
I stand corrected.
So
he's got a plethora of hats.
Billy, pay attention. We only have a couple more minutes.
Yeah.
Please. All right. So for the people that are, if they're not watching this segment,
I know
the show period on stream, they should be.
The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on YouTube.
There you go. You got that?
There you go.
YouTube channel now too. Oh my goodness, things are really rolling over there. You got to hold on to Josh tight. All right, you understand? You got to get a big envelope for Josh, please. You too. All right, Buffalo laying the points. I was down at Circa last night. They moved to 6. It's crazy. Nobody is giving Cincinnati much of a chance in this game to even cover, let alone win. Billy, I don't think I would use this one in the teaser. Buffalo can win, But I love Joe Burrow. I went to my first Super Bowl media
look
last week.
this.
All right?
Look at
All right?
this.
Joe Burrow changed. I got young again. All right. I wear these fancy
Oh,
glasses.
look at
Joe
him.
Burrow
He's got his
glasses. And
Bengals
I
hat.
think the Bengals have a shot today. Call me crazy. Call me a rhombus. Call me a parallelogram. Call me a square. I don't care. Sometimes it's hip to be square. Huey Lewis said that. Right? I think since he's got a shot, at least to cover, feel like this game hopefully lives up to the billing and flies over. I want to see 35-31 in this game.
Yeah, because it's over
Lot of
under
points.
49, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's totals 49.
Weather's good?
I like it over. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, the Dallas Cowboys are heading out to San
Oh,
Francisco. The San Francisco
There's
treat.
his hat. Look at it.
What happens in this game? It's by the way, Q, this line's a lot closer than
I know.
thought it would be. I think-
The line's telling me
Is the
something.
line telling you something?
Dave,
no.
Dave, you know how this is. The odds makers hedge sometimes, right?
They do that a little bit. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of future tickets on the Niners. And, the Niners, they look like the best team. That's what everybody keeps saying. So the line's 4, and I can't get over the fact that they still have a rookie quarterback.
I know. Crazy.
Hasn't lost. And, Iowa State's own Brock Purdy has done the job. Okay. Total's 47 now in places. This thing's flying up. And again, I understand it. I do. I think everybody's assuming this is a shootout, that this is a game that, San Francisco's just going to roll. All right. And I can't stand, personally, the Dallas Cowboys. I cannot.
Oh, look at
Okay?
he's got
He's got all the hats. The baby blue.
I cannot stand the Cowboys. All right. I cannot. But man, oh man, I think they can cover. I think they can win. Every book in the world, Billy.
So do I.
Just
I
in
like that play.
Pennsylvania, not just in Vegas, not everywhere, is going to need the Dallas Cowboys. It's a field goal game, guys. I think it's a field goal game.
Wow.
24-21 type game. And everybody's betting the missed field goal problem.
Oh,
because
right.
He can't kick, right?
They can't kick.
He's going to make all his extra
He's got the
points and
yips.
all this stuff. It's what everybody says. Well, when everybody does something, my whole life, I zag when everybody's zigging. All right.
All right.
Just got me this far. We're going for it now. I think Dallas covers, fellas.
We're talking with the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. You can follow him on Twitter at SportsBKConsig. Of course, Bostonian versus the book. And baseball season gets heated up. You'll see him on MLB.
Yes,
All right. Book.
Yeah.
Philadelphia Eagles. New York Giants. By the way, the Eagles are 5-0 all time at home in the divisional round games. Of course, Q says that all that history doesn't matter. It's about today.
Doesn't matter.
All right.
I'm
Q's
right.
He's a former
I'm
player.
right.
He's a former
He's
player.
right.
I'm right.
Throw it all out the window.
Not so fast.
Not so fast. Lee Corso's special. By the way, take the Cowboys hat off. Put the give me the bank.
All right, hold on. Let me get this back. Hold on one second. The New York stands for the New York Yankees hat that I got on, because I ain't got no Giants hat ever. Okay, there's certain teams, even when the thing's on the sales rack, I won't buy it. Okay, I don't have no Giants stuff. I never did. Every time they're in the Super Bowl, I never rooted for them. All right, it's not like I rooted against them, but I never rooted for them. You can't root for the New York teams. You just tolerate them.
Can't.
All right, this is the way you grow up in Pennsylvania, whether it's in Philadelphia or Pittsburgh, anywhere in between. Nobody likes the New York teams. You just tolerate them. And you definitely don't like the New York fans. Can't do it. They're getting 7.5 points, though.
A lot of points.
What are these odds makers thinking? What are you talking about? The Giants get beat up all the time by the Eagles. All right? You know what happens when the Giants play the Eagles. The Giants lose to the Eagles.
Right.
I come on all season on Saturdays and talk about the Eagles games and pick against them. All right. It got them this far. They got the 1 seed because I mush them. I mush the other team and pick against them. I've been right a couple times. All right. So I'm supposed to come on here and pick the Giants plus the points.
All right.
But if I gotta put my money line, one bet, Billy, one bet, not a teaser, although it's probably not a bad teaser bet. You know who I'm picking, Billy, especially on Saturday morning in the locker room.
Yeah!
Old school.
Oh, you look great in Eagles green. And by the way, that's a throwback hat.
That's a throwback hat.
I love
that's early 90s. There you go.
We're bringing it back. We're bringing it all the way
Hey,
back.
the green reflects off his forehead. It makes you look younger, thinner. That's a good hat on you, Dave.
This hat is like a regal hat. You understand? I have the throwback Randall, the Kelly green that matches this. You know what I'll be wearing today and all the picture time from the books and everywhere else I'm going to go. If I even go out, I may just stay home and watch the games. Don't tell anybody. I may miss all the appointments. But it's all green today. I got a picture.
They cover the 7.
We're going.
I love it, Book.
Eagles.
I love it.
What's the score?
The NFC Championships next week. I can't wait.
Give me the score.
What's
give
the
us
score?
A prediction.
Oh, the Eagles game.
Yeah, Eagles. What's the score?
How many touchdowns do you think the Eagles scored today?
I say 3 touchdowns and 2 field goals.
I say 5.
That's 30. That's
35. Yeah, I think they score 5.
Team total over. Josh is holding up 4 or 5, right? I think they get 4 touchdowns.
Okay.
2 field goals. 34.
You write this down.
I think the Giants get about 20.
Okay.
Somewhere in that neighborhood.
34-20.
Somewhere in that neighborhood. Okay. I think the Eagles end up covering. But the Giants could be driving to cover the spread.
Oh, backdoor cover.
Like 34-27, somewhere in that neighborhood. 31-24, somewhere in that neighborhood. It's going to fall right around the number. The numbers are the sharpest they've been all season this week. So be very careful laying that spread. I'm excited for you, Q, to go enjoy the game.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
And I'm trying to work on some things. Billy, I may call you just like, the Godfather said in certain things where, I might need a favor. I might call on you or something.
Anytime, Dave.
If I call you Wednesday, Billy, and say I'm going to be in the area, I
I'm
want
coming
to
to see
go to
you.
the Scub place, if nothing else, that we talk about every week.
You flying east?
And I may go to the game. I'm just saying.
Okay.
All
right.
I'm just saying.
Dave, seriously, I will reach out to you on. Can I call you on Tuesday or Wednesday? Because you're so busy.
What are you,
Just tell-
Whippy from Popeye? You want a hamburger today and call me on
Tuesday?
Tuesday?
No, because every time I call you, you never answer the phone, and then you come on here and accuse me of not answering.
Text, Belly, text.
I don't know how to do that.
He still has a flip
By the
phone.
way,
Still got a flip phone.
Q, Book is back in my good graces because he looks good.
He looks good with that old belly green eagle hat.
We love you, bro.
What a segment.
No matter what, it's going to be a great weekend for football.
I hope so.
Don't yell at me again.
He's got
Billy,
all this
please.
energy. He just woke up.
Yeah.
Don't yell at me again.
All right, Book.
I'll send you some pictures.
We love you, man.
All right. Have fun, fellas. Enjoy the day. We'll talk
maybe
to you later.
maybe we'll bring a sign.
Yeah.
Or I'll just hold up a book and because I sit. I just hold up a book or something, so you can see
something. Just say Vegas says. That's all. Do whatever you want, Billy.
There he is.
All right, David. See you, buddy.
Larry, Dave Sharapan, looking good
See
at
you.
Eagles Green. We'll talk to you next Saturday.
All right, see you guys.
All right, there
See
he
you.
is. The Sportsbook Consigliere Dave Sharapan is sponsored by Dino Subs and Pizza of Margate, keeping you coming back for more since 1964. 8016 Ventnor Avenue in Margate, 609-822-6602. Of course, go down there and say hello to Timmy Wainwright. Want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that's run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. When we return, we'll wrap up hour number 1. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and Brad Quast right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The divisional round of the NFL playoffs finishes with a Sunday doubleheader. Hi, this is Scott Graham. Join me and the rest of our Westwood One crew for all the action. First, Joe Burrow and the Bengals take on Josh Allen and the Bills. Then it's a classic NFC showdown when the Dallas Cowboys meet the San Francisco 49ers. Coverage begins at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. From the wild card round all the way to Super Bowl 57 in Arizona, the NFL playoffs are right here.
Listen to the NFL playoffs exclusively on 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
At Staples, you can count on every project being print perfect, guaranteed.
I need presentations and brochures printed, and they have to be perfect.
Your bounded presentations, brochures with the finest folds, and more will be done right every time. That's our Print Big promise. Now at Staples, get $10 off your document printing and marketing materials order of $50 or more, plus 20% back by a store bonus. Try Staples and see the difference. Ends 2/11. Rewards members only. Bonus must be redeemed in store. See staples.com/stores/printbig for details.
With GMF financing, qualified buyers excludes Corvette.
It's back! By popular demand, Bennett Chevrolet has brought back GM supplier employee pricing for everyone. That's right. Get to Bennett now. Pick out your new Chevy, and you'll pay what our supplier employees pay and not one penny more. This is truly amazing because other dealers are still charging MSRP or more. But Bennett isn't like most dealers. We've got GM supplier employee pricing for everyone on your new Chevy. Think about how much you'll save with Bennett when you pay GM supplier employee pricing compared to the other dealers charging MSRP and above. Plus, with rates as low as 2.99%, you'll save even more. And we're still paying record prices for trades towards any pre-owned in stock. Right now, get a minimum $7,000 even if your trade is total junk. Yes, at least $7,000. Imagine how much we'll pay for a trade that actually runs. And wait till you deal with our non-commissioned sales team. They're paid based on your satisfaction, not how much you spend. Find new roads at Bennett Chevy, Egg Harbor Township, and BennettChevy.com.
As a Walgreens pharmacist, I talk with people all the time about little tips and tricks for filling their Medicare prescriptions, like taking advantage of Walgreens 90-day refills to save them a trip, or using Refill by Scan, which is super easy and right on your phone. And for anybody worried about prescription costs, I say, hey, we got you, with low-cost copays on many medications.
Let's talk about making things easier. Walgreens is here. Fill your way and save at walgreens.com/Medicare. See pharmacists for restrictions and exclusions.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Back here in the Tom's River Auto Group studio. By the way, I got my new Tiguan. I love it. Go up and see Huey if you want to get a
good deal.
Yeah, they got it. I'll tell you what, they really take care of you up there.
Good.
Billy, tell me about the Tiguan.
I love it. It's great.
What do you love about it?
It's great gas mileage. I got a bumper-to-bumper warranty on it. They took care of me, man.
Yeah, good.
But go up and see Huey because those cars are cool. They got the Teos, the Tiguan, the Atlas. Nice cars.
Nice, good.
All right. So what would you say, Q, real quick, because we got a couple minutes left in this segment. What do you think is the number one thing that the Eagles have to do on defense to win this game?
Stop the run.
Stop the run. Okay.
Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run.
See,
They got to stop the run.
Player, and there's a reason why.
Yeah, they come up and they say, listen, we've got to get them in 2nd and 8 or more.
Right.
Stop the run. Stop the run.
And you always say, get them behind the sticks.
Behind the sticks, yeah.
Get them
behind the sticks.
Okay.
Yep.
The Giants are a puzzling 1-6 against the Eagles when their star running back Saquon Barkley plays. In the 3 games against the Birds defense with Jonathan Gannon as coordinator, Barkley has 37 carries for 100 yards, just 2.7 attempts. So they pretty much have his number.
Yeah, if you can contain him, you're going to win the game.
And a lot of it comes down to, don't forget, guys, assignment football. One of the problems that you had last year, Billy, with the linebackers was the fact that they were not doing their job. They were not sticking to assignments. They were not hitting the hole.
Well,
they were not filling the void very well.
Yeah, and
they couldn't cover.
They couldn't cover. They weren't really good against the run because of the guys in front of them. They weren't taking the blocks.
You know what I see linebackers? You played linebacker, obviously 3-time All Big Ten linebacker at Iowa. How important? How key is it is it like how deep do you want to get a linebacker? How deep should a linebacker play on a regular? Like, if it's a running player, are you up closer to the defensive line, or is there a standard?
No, because you can't guess like that, because the offense will read you. So the key with the linebacker play is making sure the defensive linemen keep you clean. Keep that extra blocker off you and keep you clean.
So, but you also, in a passing situation, you have to get to your spot, right?
Yeah, you get to your spot. Yeah, you read your spot. You take your zone drop.
You have to have your head on a swivel.
Right? Oh, you got to have his head on a swivel. Yeah, and then man coverage. Hopefully, the running back. That's the toughest thing to do, is a running back out of the backfield, man coverage for a linebacker.
Q, you ready?
I'm ready.
So maybe we'll run into each other tonight.
I'm going to tailgate.
On the way after the show, we'll try to coordinate.
Okay, absolutely.
All right, hour 1 in the books. Hour 2 ahead. We're going to talk with the Fox 29 News sports anchor, Scott Grayson himself, for the keys to the game, brought to you by Brill Pools. And then the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, will be checking in, brought to you by Padula Masonry. And all that ahead of us. We have Billy Schwein, Brad Quast, Josh Henning, Andrew Leeds, the interns here. On 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
This is the radio home for Eagles playoff football. The Eagles host the New York Giants in the divisional round of the NFC playoffs tonight.
The Boston Scott, who runs in, standing up, untouched.
This offensive line just throw the Giants off the football.
Pre-game coverage starts at 7 p.m. with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick calling all the action starting at 8:15. This is where the Philadelphia Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's official Eagles station.
Good news, New Jersey. More residents are getting quality, affordable health coverage through Get Covered New Jersey. Established by Governor Murphy, Get Covered New Jersey offers increased plan choices and more savings than ever. Open enrollment is here. If you need health insurance, now is the time to enroll. 9 in 10 people get financial help for plans that include preventive care, prescriptions, emergency services, and more. And many pay $10 a month or less. Find your plan at getcovered.nj.gov.
You might get wireless data everywhere, but do you have to use it all the time? If that's not really you, there's TracFone. You can get the same nationwide 5G coverage as big carriers, but you pick a plan that you need for a lot less. Unlimited talk and text plans start at $15 a month, no contract. And now you can get the Samsung Galaxy A03s for just $49.99. TracFone. Now you're in control. While supplies last, 1 month equals 30 days. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Start the new year in a new ride from Bridgeton Chevrolet Buick GMC. Lease a new 2022 Buick Encore Sport Utility, $299 a month. Or lease a new 2023 GMC Acadia Sport Utility, $339 a month. And make no payments for 90 days. Plus, get the BAM Advantage, 2 years of scheduled no-cost maintenance. Start the new year in a new ride from Bridgeton Chevrolet Buick GMC. Better get to Bridgeton. We are professional grade. 36-month leases with $2,500 down. See dealer for details.
Right now, you can get free carpet installation from the Home Depot. So while we're putting in your new carpet, you'll have more time to take care of the lawn. Get started on dinner. Or just lay down and relax on your new carpet after it's installed. Get your free carpet installation started with the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Minimum purchase of $4.99. Exclusions apply. U.S. only. See store for details.
Hi, Merrill Reese from Mike's Seafood's Run Walk for Autism in Sea Isle City. The Mike's Seafood Run Walk for Autism has been promoting awareness and raising funds for special service schools and families of special needs children. Come join over 5,000 participants in the 5K race and the Family Fun Walk, followed by a huge after party. Join us in huge heated tents where they'll have great food, unbelievable door prizes, and the award ceremony. The party is not just for runners and walkers, it's for the entire family. They'll have clowns, superheroes, and face painters for the kids. For more information or to register, go to polarbearrunwalkforautism.com.
Mike's Seafood Run Walk for Autism is Saturday, February 18th at JFK and the Boardwalk in Sea Isle City. Registration is from 9:30 to 11:30. Run Walk starts at noon.
Any day you can do something for children with disabilities, it's a good day.
South Jersey's play-by-play home for the Eagles,
Touchdown!
Sixers,
It's good!
and Flyers.
Oh, big save by Carter Hart.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City, a Town Square media station.
Red 83!
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach. And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
On the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. On the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
All right. Welcome back into the locker room, broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein and Brad Quast.
What a
Get you
show.
ready.
I'm
Get
ready.
you ready, baby.
I love that.
Q and I will be in attendance
Yes.
to the game tonight, and I'm all excited. I can't wait.
Yep.
I really can't wait for this.
Should be fun.
I only went to one game,
Really?
and I can't afford to go. I have season tickets, but I can't afford to go to all the games. But I can't miss this game because I've been to 4 divisional games.
So are you good luck or bad luck?
I'm good luck. They've won all of them.
All right.
But it's just the atmosphere is so much different in a playoff game.
Yeah, they don't. The season ticket holders don't give their tickets away for the
all
playoff
the
game.
season ticket holders.
The true fans are out today.
We're gonna go to Scott Grayson from Fox. You saw Scott on TV.
I saw him on TV.
And you're
Yeah.
like, it's so funny because you're not. Dave said the same. Mike Carlin said the same thing.
Yeah.
He says he saw Grayson.
Grayson.
What do you guys? You don't see him in a suit, so you see him in a suit.
No, I'm
you
like,
guys start laughing?
I saw him on TV. I go, there's Scott. What's Scott doing there?
All right, let's
Grayson.
Let's get the keys to the game with Scott Grayson, sponsored by Van Brill Pools and Spas. They've been installing custom Gunite pools for over 40 years. Give them a call at 1-800-355-POOL or visit vanbrillpools.com. Stay cool in a Van Brill pool. Ask for Mike Van Brill and tell him the locker room sent you. Let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome him, the man himself, Fox 29 News sports anchor, Scott Grayson. Good morning,
Yes,
Scott.
how you doing, Scott? No shirt and tie today. I'm like you guys. I got the
good. There you go, Eagles.
Scott, it's amazing. These guys come in.
Yeah, there you
Super
go.
Bowl at 52. Scott, these guys come in and they're like, yeah, I saw Scott. I was watching them, and they got the biggest smile on their face. They see you with a tie on. It's funny.
I need to hire one of them to be my agent.
Yep, that's right.
All right, Scott Grayson, let's get down to the 3-point stance. This is playoff football, and I just alluded to the fact that it's a different ad. Like all the season ticket holders, they don't give their tickets away. Everybody's going. The old faithful is back in town, and it's just like it's such a cool atmosphere. Everybody's pumped up for this game.
Oh, they're every right to be. And first of all, Brad, credit to you for asking the right question. What's their record when you've gone, Billy? Because if it's 0-4, I'm sorry, you can't go tonight.
I'm not going to go. I'm going to let him stay home.
Yeah.
Party at Xfinity Live.
No, I'm 4-0.
Yeah, I know you're 4-0. But it was the right question to ask.
Yeah.
Then we got to keep you away. No, it's an awesome experience. It's an awesome environment. You guys are going to have a blast tonight. And you got to give credit to Eagles fans, right? Anywhere where you can find a way to buck the system. And I don't know if you guys have heard this or not, but I've seen the reports of it. The tailgating lots weren't opening until 4. people have bought tickets to the Wings game today just to get in the parking lot.
Wow, there you go.
Have 12
well
hours.
done.
Yes. So 12 hours of that liquid courage building up throughout the day. That place is going to be rocking. And really, that's one of my keys to the game tonight. And I'll give you one ahead of time. Just feed that crowd, man. Feed that crowd with some positive plays early in the game. And the Giants are going to just be stunned with the noise, with the fact they're behind. I think it's going to be I'm really looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a fun game. It's a great matchup for the Eagles. They're better than the Giants in just about every matchup category. But as we know, the game's not played on paper. It's on the field. And it's going to be about what kind of energy they bring tonight. To me, there's no reason at all why this team has a letdown.
And Scott Grayson, I'm glad you said about the crowd because Andrew leads my interns here, and he just passed me this note. Despite being drafted in 2019, tonight's game will be the first time that Daniel Jones will play against a full-capacity Philly fan team. Like, the stadium will be at full capacity. And, it's a different animal. I mean, he was in 2019 he didn't play against because he was injured and then the COVID, right? So he hasn't really experienced
the South Philly crowd.
South Philly crowd.
They're going to get all over them.
Same. You guys will find this out tonight. As you know, Billy, you've been to different playoff games in the past. I'm sure Brad has too. It just is a different feel. It's a different vibe. It's a different energy level. And the players, they know. They're playing for a playoff check. They're playing for, more importantly, they're playing for. I love the way Jalen Hurts has been all week, right? I don't know if you guys have heard some of what he said, but he's talked to the guys about, you can have your shirts and hats. I want something more. He's been focused on what's in front of them and the opportunities they have here. And that's the kind of leadership this guy brings. He's no stranger to these kind of big games where you've been the hunted. You've had the target on your back in college. He's been that guy. You look at the NFL expanding to 7 playoff teams, and I've been saying this all week. Last year, for the Eagles to go in as the 7th seed, I know it was a rough game to watch. It was not an easy thing to see, but the experiences those guys learned, this young team learned of what it takes to win a playoff game, what it's like, what the playoff atmosphere is like. I think they have gained a lot from that, and I expect to see that pay dividends tonight.
And even experience. I think the coaches got experience.
Yes,
that. So I think the coaches, more importantly, are seasoned now and go, okay, we've done this before. Now we got the horses behind us to really make a run.
Yeah, I agree. Great point.
We're talking with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News. We get his keys to the game every Sunday throughout the season, but today's a Saturday playoff game, so we have him today. The keys to the game brought to you by Brill Pools. Scott Grayson with us. Scott, a lot has been Josh got a little angry with me, but a lot of people, a lot of national news media making a lot about Jalen Hurts being hurt, and he's off the injury report. He's healthy. He's saying the right things. He's ready to go.
He is. And I don't expect them to have a leash on him at all. I think you're in the playoffs now. You got to let this guy, you got to let Jalen be Jalen. Now, that being said, those of us who've grown up in the Philadelphia area as Philadelphia sports fans, you've seen the heartbreak. And I'm thinking most recently about the kind of cheap shots we've seen, like Jadeveon Clowney on Carson Wentz in a playoff game. And to me, I'm watching that tonight closely. And if I'm the Eagles coaches, I'm going to those referees before the game. And I would imagine they've talked to the league before the game to say, watch these late hits on my guy's right shoulder. Watch these kind of cheap shots that they might try to take. Because when you're in this survive and advance mode,
right,
these guys are going to do whatever they can to get a competitive advantage. And I don't care what these Giants players have said. It had to have been discussed all week up there in New York.
Of course it has.
Yeah, well, I think, matter of fact, I think Dexter Lawrence was
of course
even
it has.
quoted
I mean, in the locker room, they're talking
aware
about
of that.
Hey, guys, he's got a bad shoulder. He's got a bad shoulder.
Right. So if you get that chance, and I think Jalen's got to be aware of this. If that out of bounds marker's there and you might be a yard short of the first down and it's not third down, just go out. You got another down to go get that 1 yard, which this team has been amazing at with that rugby style play. And when he goes up the middle, I would not call any designed. That's the one little leash I'd put on him today is I do not call any designed runs because that's what he got hurt on, frankly. But if he does an RPO and he sees that hole, fine. Go take that 5, 6, 7 yards and slide. If you get out on the perimeter because you're extending a play, great. throw it away or go out of bounds. I think there's ways that Jalen can keep himself from putting himself in position to take a cheap shot tonight. That is the one thing I'm watching the Giants closely on to see is if they try to take one of those. And I'm sure they will if they get a chance.
We're talking with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News. Scotty, last week in Minnesota, Daniel Jones and the New York Giant offense looked pretty good. They looked now it's tough to measure because they did play against the Minnesota Vikings, who have a god-awful defense. Matter of fact, they just got rid of their defensive coordinator, Ed Dontel. That being said, this is a different Giants team. I know we're 2-0 against them this year, and all the numbers, we beat them up in the last 15 games and all that.
They
stuff.
look good though, Billy.
But Q always says throw that all out the window. This is a different animal.
Yep.
What do the Eagles have to do? Who do you think is going to stand out on defense? But what do you think they have to do? What's the number one thing they have to do?
I'm watching the defensive line closely. And the one thing that, and I've been saying that it's just amazing and a luxury that Jonathan Gannon has, is he has like a hockey line change he can run out there on that defensive line. I mean, they are so deep with guys who've got sacks coming out, everywhere. I just expect this defensive line to set the tone. That's what I'm looking for. And I think they can get back there so fast that's what kind of minimizes the effect that Daniel Jones' legs could have. He can wait for that pressure to come up and then find a hole to squeak through, but this pressure gets to you without a blitz. They're so fast, and so for me, especially early in the game, look, they had 7 sacks in the one game they faced him. But I'm looking at this and saying, I don't even need the sacks. I just need you getting in his face. You get close enough, you can get hits on him. You got to make that guy uncomfortable. Let him know you're there, and make him throw the ball earlier than he wants, because you got Slay and a guy who wants a little revenge in himself and Bradbury behind you, who would love to go pick off a pass. So I'm all about it, and it all starts though with having to set the tone of keeping Saquon Barkley in check. They did it in the first meeting. They held him pretty well in check, and that forced the Giants. That coupled with the fact they got behind so fast. Like 21-0 or something like that quickly, that they had to become one-dimensional. That's kind of what I'm looking at. So it all starts to me with the defensive line and the pressure you can get from those guys and how fresh they can be because they're rotating them in. And one guy to watch tonight who really caught my attention in the last regular season game, Robert Quinn came back from IR. I saw a different motor in that guy from being on IR and coming back healthier. I'm expecting to see him potentially come out and he's not going to get a lot of snaps. I'm not saying he's going to be a star of the game, but watch when he's in there. I think he's going to have a little bit of an impact, and don't underestimate the fact that Josh Sweat's back too. I mean, that's a big key as well.
All right, we're talking with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News as we get you ready for Eagles Giants tonight, 8:15 kickoff. Offensively, Jalen Hurts is rested for the last 2 weeks. Really, the Eagles offense really hasn't, the Eagles team in general really hasn't played that well in the last 4 games. It's been a month. So they need to come out and put it together. Jalen Hurts, by the way, said there's a bounty on his head every week.
Every week
there's a, but this week, as you illustrated, it's more pronounced. They're going to, when they finish those tackles, Q, aren't they going to try to drive them into the ground a little harder?
They're not going to put their, bracing themselves, off them. So yeah, they're going to tackle them every chance they get.
All right, Scott Grayson, give us your 3 keys to the game for an Eagles win tonight.
Well, one of them I already kind of gave you, which was feed the crowd. I think you got to go out early and you got to get that crowd loud and make sure they don't shut up at all. Make it tough on that Giants offense to run. Those false start penalties you can rack up because you're nervous. You can't hear your quarterback. They got to run that silent count. It matters. It is a big factor and advantage for the Eagles. So use it. The second key to me is one we talked about earlier as well. I just want to hurry Daniel Jones. I don't need to get the sacks. Those would be great, but I want to hurry him. I want to make him make bad throws. And if you can make bad decisions as well. And if you can do that, I think you're setting yourself up for a good victory. And then the last key to me really is just don't beat yourself. It's really Jalen Hurts is 14-1 as a starter this year.
Right.
14-1. The 2 games they lost were with Gardner Minshew starting. So to me, the one game they lost was when they beat themselves. If they don't beat themselves, stupid penalties or bad turnovers, they win this game easily. So that's just it. Just this is right there for you to go have get that first playoff win under his belt. And some of these other guys, young players like Devontae Smith. Look, Darius Slay said last week, he's never had a bye week in the playoffs. He's never even played in the second round of the playoffs. There are guys on this team that are veterans that are getting new experiences that they've never had before. So this today is going to be huge for them to kind of put behind their ears and say, all right, we got a win under our belt now. Let's move forward. And whether it's San Francisco or Dallas, get ready for that.
All right, give us your prediction for today's game.
I think the Eagles are going to have this one in control for most of the game. I really do see, again, the matchups to me, I kept in my head saying this is a playoff game. You can't just write off the Giants. And I don't want to say that I am writing them off, but I do feel like home field advantage here is going to matter. I think this team's primed, ready to go out there and prove that they've been discounted by the nation. I think a lot of people around the league are writing them off, and I think that's going to stick with them a little bit. So I expect them to come out and make a statement tonight. I think the Eagles are going to be up most of the way pretty handily, and maybe a late score for the Giants. I'm going 30-20 Philly.
30-20 Philly. All right, Scott Grayson, as always, we really appreciate it. We really enjoy having you on, and hopefully we'll see you again next week.
Yeah, and
see you at the game tonight, Scott.
Make plans now. You can't be on the show tomorrow. You got to be loud at that game tonight, Billy. You're going to lose your voice.
I was going to say I will be here in the studio, but
he will even sound more raspy than ever.
I probably won't be able to talk.
We won't understand him.
All right, Scott Grayson, thank you as always. Let's go Birds.
All right, have fun tonight, guys.
There he is, Scott Grayson. The keys to the game brought to you by Van Brill Pools and Spas. They've been installing custom Goodnight pools for over 40 years. Give them a call at 1-800-355-POOL or visit vanbrillpools.com. Stay cool at a Van Brill Pool. Ask for Mike Van Brill and tell him the locker room sent you. There's Scott Grayson on the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline. I want to remind people the second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. You can play on their 18-hole championship golf course, enjoy fine dining, or experience lively atmosphere in the pub. For more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. And, of course, say hello to Radio Ron Ralston. Hey, I'm here to tell you, everybody, about Lavari Seafood Bar and Grill located on Route 50 and Tuckahoe Road in Petersburg. Just 8 minutes over the Ocean City's 34th Street Bridge. It's an old school bar. They got 18 big screen TVs, daily specials, open every day at 11 a.m. Celebrating 15 years in business. Thursday night is wing night. $1 wings, $2.50 domestic drafts, live music every Friday. Book a private party. Give them a call, 609-628-2225. Ask for Dave Lavari. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room. Billy Schwein, Brad Quast, Josh Henning, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Hey, everybody, it's Mike Gill. Join me for an Eagles pregame party from 5 to 7 at the legendary Landmark Americana in Glassboro. We'll have $3 Bud Light and Michelob Ultra drafts and bottles, $4 Kona Big Wave and Stella drafts, neutral pineapple, watermelon, vodka, seltzer cans, fun, games, Eagles prizes, and more, leading you up to Eagles Giants. We'll watch the AFC game together from 5 to 7 at the Landmark Americana in Glassboro.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia Star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
With GMF financing, qualified buyers excludes Corvette.
It's back! By popular demand, Bennett Chevrolet has brought back GM supplier employee pricing for everyone. That's right. Get to Bennett now. Pick out your new Chevy, and you'll pay what our supplier employees pay, and not 1 penny more. This is truly amazing, because other dealers are still charging MSRP or more. But Bennett isn't like most dealers. We've got GM supplier employee pricing for everyone on your new Chevy. Think about how much you'll save with Bennett when you pay GM supplier employee pricing compared to the other dealers charging MSRP and above. Plus, with rates as low as 2.99%, you'll save even more. And we're still paying record prices for trades towards any pre-owned in stock. Right now, get a minimum $7,000, even if your trade is total junk. Yes, at least $7,000. Imagine how much we'll pay for a trade that actually runs. And wait till you deal with our non-commissioned sales team. They're paid based on your satisfaction, not how much you spend. Find new roads at Bennett Chevy, Egg Harbor Township, and BennettChevy.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Brad Quast, get ready for the game, baby. Eagles,
what time you going
Giants.
down? What time you going?
Well, I think I got to pick up my cousin at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
So I'm going to hightail it. Usually I go see my mom.
Okay.
I'm going to hightail it home. And, hey, Q, man, this is fun. Isn't
That's
this
good.
fun?
Yeah.
I'm having fun
it's
right
exciting
now.
time. It's
That's
exciting
what sports
day.
is all about.
That's it.
During the regular season, the New York Giants' run defense was ranked 27th. Now, they had a lot of injuries, to be fair, but still, they had a hard time stopping the run. The Giants gave up a season-high 253 rushing yards to the Eagles in Week 14. Miles Sanders rushed for 144 yards. So while they have a Penn State guy up there and Saquon Barkley, our Penn State guy, he's having a better year, I think. Or, better.
But listen, I would give him the ball 15 or more times and over 150 yards. I think we can count a W then if that's the case. Run the ball.
Because Barkley has rushed for 1,312 yards. He's got 10 touchdowns. Miles Sanders is 1,269 yards and he has 11 touchdowns. So they've been pretty.
Yeah, Barkley's just unbelievable out of the backfield.
But Miles Sanders is good too.
Yeah, he's having a great year. He's having a great year.
He's wearing a knee brace. Does that concern you?
No.
Okay.
No, because he practiced all week with it.
Right.
He's fine. So that doesn't concern me.
You know, there's nothing better than ripping the heart out of the Giants fans.
You hate the Giants, don't you?
I don't despise them like the Cowboys, but let's face it, there are neighbors to the north. So you got bragging rights when you win. You can, like you said, you can pound your chest and hold your head up high when you dominate somebody like that.
And they got a few Super Bowl championships in their portfolio.
We're gonna play a clip here that I got the chance to watch. Actually, I was listening to the Sports Bash with Mike Gill. They were broadcasting live from where you guys were at the Ocean yesterday, right, Josh? And I heard him say that in the background they were playing the 2010 Giants game where Deshaun Jackson, with 12 seconds to go, the Giants kicked the ball to the punter, kicked the ball to him.
Yeah.
It was a low line drive kicks, and he fumbled. Initially, he bobbled it. And then D-Jax took it all the way to the house. Let's go play that clip.
14 seconds to go. 31-31. Matt dodged the punt. Gets a high snap. Gets it away. It's a knuckler. Jackson takes it at the 35. Picks it up. Looks for running room. He's at the 40. He's at the 45.
He's going to go! Deshaun Jackson! He's running around, and he's empty at his home, and there's no time, and the Eagles win! The Jericho in the middle is number 2.
He ran around until all the zeros were off the clock, and the Giants fans can't believe it. And the Eagles have just pulled off the most remarkable win I have ever seen.
What a great play-by-play, huh?
But you know what's really funny? The way D-Jax ran along the goal line, wouldn't take it in right away, waiting for the time to expire, and they'll just put an exclamation point on it.
Yeah, in your face.
In your face.
Yeah.
But you know what was the best part of that whole thing? Seeing Coughlin's face, the head coach of the Giants at the time, throwing his clipboard down, throwing his headset down, but that look on his face. Why is it that the Giants like Eli Manning had a dumb look on his face? Daniel Jones isn't too far behind him. He's got that look too. But you know what I mean? Coughlin had it.
Well, you don't like that look, huh?
Well, I don't want to ever have to have that look.
Coughlin's not fun to play for.
No, he's not.
No.
He's tough.
Oh, he's tough.
So
he's a drill sergeant, right?
He's a drill sergeant. He's tough.
You know
He's not a player's coach.
You know how some coaches say and do things to get the team to unite as one against him? Like Herb Brooks was a good example. He would say things to his players in hockey to get people to hate him.
Yeah.
But to get the players all to have one thing in common.
Play
Prove
against
the coach, right?
Yep.
Does that work for you as a player?
No, that doesn't work in the modern day athlete.
So
No.
you know what's so funny? Everything like what people like fans and people on the outside looking in. It's good to have you because you were the inside looking out.
Yeah. So everyone has a different coaching philosophy. Belichick will go. Belichick doesn't care. He'll go after.
Like Andy Reid's a player's coach.
Players coach.
So is Doug Peterson.
Absolutely, Doug Peterson.
I would say Sirianni's a player's coach.
Sirianni is a player's coach. Yeah, like a young guy.
Vince Lombardi wasn't a player's coach.
No, he's a
Belichick's not a player's coach.
Not
I'm sure Ditka wasn't a player.
But you got no.
What was Ditka like?
Ditka,
you were living in Chicago.
but Ditka was Buddy ran the defense and Ditka ran the offense. That's what it was.
Remember
Chicago.
they carried Buddy off the field.
Yeah,
he hated that, did he?
Yeah, he hated that. They didn't get along. Those two.
So
they won a championship.
I've been to. I think I don't know what years when we beat the was it 2017 when we beat the Atlanta Falcons in 2017 where the came down to that last play, and I think it was who was the receiver?
Julio Jones.
Julio Jones,
the back of the end zone,
and that was down in our end because I sit on about the
against the Green Goblin.
Yeah,
and I'll never forget that because I wasn't there, obviously, but for me, I remember watching the game, and all I could think about was, this is it. Like if they win this play, to me, I felt like it was guaranteed they were going to the Super Bowl. And because that whole game, Nick Foles did not play well.
No, he did not.
And I think one of the biggest misnomers of the 2017 Eagles was that Nick Foles was some heroic hero that saved the season. No, Nick Foles didn't really get great until the biggest game.
But that last play, I mean, I was there. I was in the stands. I was right there in that corner where we sit on the 35, 38 yard line on the visitor side.
Yep.
In that end zone, towards that end zone. And I will never forget how loud it was. And when it went from one loudness to deafening loudness after
it's a different level.
When that ball fell incomplete. It was unbelievable. And you had people jumping up and down, like hugging, kissing. Screaming. Yeah, it was great.
Yep.
Man, I'm pumped up.
I'm
getting ready to go. All right, we're going to talk to the fantasy football guru next, Brian Hartley. I want to remind people the second hour in the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home to the 3-hour and 58-minute round. But what they really do well is they do weddings exceptionally well. They've got an award-winning culinary banquet staff. They customize your menus. They seat up to 275 people. So go over there, visit with Radio Ron Ralston. Go over to see the people there at Great Bay to book a 2023 wedding now. Go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the main line, located minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations and invite you to stop and see the largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli midsize sedan or the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy of being called a Maserati. Maserati, the mainline, also leads the nation in certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience does not end at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the mainline, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides you a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi today at RDS Auto Group at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime at motml.com. When we return, we'll talk with the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and Brad Quast right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is the radio home for Eagles playoff football. The Eagles host the New York Giants in the divisional round of the NFC playoffs tonight.
To Boston Scott, who runs in, standing up, untouched.
This offensive line just blow the Giants off the football.
Pre-game coverage starts at 7 p.m. with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick calling all the action starting at 8:15. This is where the Philadelphia Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's official Eagles station.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Did you know you could be driving in a pile of cash, like right now? Bumper makes it easy to know what your car is worth. The used car market is hot right now. Bumper.com could be your chance to cash in. Bumper.com lets you know what your car is worth based on your car's specific details. So whether you're selling or just want to know, Bumper makes it easy. Bumper.com could be your opportunity to make some bank. Know what your car is worth. Just go to Bumper.com. Bumper reports are based upon data available. Bumper may not have the complete historical records of every vehicle.
Start the new year in a new ride from Bridgeton Chevrolet Buick GMC. Lease a new 2022 Buick Encore Sport Utility, $299 a month, or lease a new 2023 GMC Acadia Sport Utility, $339 a month, and make no payments for 90 days. Plus, get the BAM Advantage, 2 years of scheduled no-cost maintenance. Start the new year in a new ride from Bridgeton Chevrolet Buick GMC. Better get to Bridgeton. We are professional grade. 36-month leases with $2,500 down. See dealer for details.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, broadcasting live from the Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Brad Quast, Josh Henning, and Andrew Leeds, the intern's back with us. Doing a great job today, supplying me with little tidbits.
Little tidbits, little information.
As we're watching on the TV in the studio here, all the great games between the Giants and the biggest plays and everything, and we're actually watching the return of right now of Djax with that punt return. That's still today the only walk-off punt return in history, right? I believe so. Yeah, that's something. All right, fantasy football. There's like so many playoff fantasy football It's still going.
It's
I'm
still
in a league
going.
with Mike Gill, and I kind of dropped down to the lower 1/3, but
not in
that's
the
all
money,
right.
huh?
It's tough, man. It's tough to win that. Let's go to the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Padula Masonry. Ron Padula has been in business for 25 years. With his experience, when you choose Padula Masonry to complete your project, you're choosing peace of mind. Foundations, concrete, brick, stone, stucco, pavers, and more. You name it. If it has cement, they do it. That's Padula Masonry. Give them a call at 609-399-8009 or check out the website at padulamasonry.com. Let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome into the locker room my fantasy football guru and yours, Brian Hartley. Good morning, Guru.
Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, guys. How you doing today?
Well, I told Q, I said, the Guru, he's dedicated because the Guru's down at Disney World. And he's still working with us.
Yeah.
I'm on my balcony overlooking my pool right now out there, looking at my kids going down the water slide while I'm doing
nice.
And they're having a blast. And who would have ever thought 65 feels chilly, I got to tell you. I know back home we'd be like loving it. We'd be out there with our shorts and everything thinking, but down here after yesterday, I'm riding the monorail and I'm thinking, God, I hope Billy and Bobby aren't driving today.
Yeah, Bobby and I used to drive the monorail for Disney World for 2 years.
Oh,
yeah. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard Monorail Blue of the Walt Disney World monorail system. My name is Bill, and I'll be your pilot and host. While aboard Monorail Blue, I do ask that everyone please refrain from smoking. Watch your kids.
The good old days.
The good old days.
Yeah.
I used to know that whole spiel, man.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So, Guru, man, I fell to the bottom third of my fantasy league. It's tough. Playoff fantasy is tough, man.
Yeah, I tell you what, the hard part about it is you got to guess right, and boy, did I guess wrong.
Don't tell us that you're my guru.
I firmly had it in my head that Tom Brady was going to straighten things out, and they were going to win that game and knock Dallas out of the playoffs. And man, I couldn't have been more wrong about that game. And I also had the Chargers winning, and that game looked great at halftime, and that fell apart really quickly. So it's really, really difficult. That's what makes it hard, because when you're playing guys in some of these leagues, you can make some changes every week, and it's not the end of the world. You're looking for value of that week. Doesn't matter if the player gets eliminated. But in others, you're riding that lineup all the way through. And if you lose a guy, you think is going to get you 2 or 3 games, now all of a sudden gets you 1 and doesn't put up any points, it really puts you behind the 8 ball, and it makes it really difficult. I'll tell you a funny story. I get in the elevator this morning, and I'm waiting to get out. And all of a sudden the door opens, and this little kid, probably about 5 or 6 years old, walks in with a Dallas Cowboys. I just went, oh my God. I said, I can't be in this elevator.
I'm surprised you let him in.
His dad chuckles, and the kid's looking at me with 3 heads. And I said, come on, man. I said, I'm from Jersey. We're rooting for the Eagles today. He just laughed at me.
I got to tell you, man, you see that star everywhere, and it just burns me up. I walked into a place the other day, and a guy opened the door. He had a Cowboy shirt on. I didn't even thank him.
Yeah.
Usually when somebody opens the door for you, you go,
yeah.
thank you. I didn't say one word to him.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, no matter how old they are, you still got to rib them a little bit.
All right,
Teach them early.
fantasy football guru. I'm going to the game tonight. Of course, I'm going to see our guys. Your guy, Scott Simpson, should be there. Our Army and I will be sitting in the section. We were talking earlier. Brad and I were saying, like, playoffs is a different animal. All the season ticket holders go. Like during the year.
They don't give them away.
They don't give away the tickets. The hardcore fans are showing up tonight. It's going to be special.
It'll be great.
It is, and it's one of those things too. It's a division opponent that we all know that we play multiple times a year that we love to hate. We all hate the Giants too, not as much as Dallas, but we don't like the Giants.
Yeah.
And they're going to be trying to get in there. They're going to be trying to buy tickets on StubHub and stuff because they're close enough that they can come. We're not playing a San Francisco yet or a Tampa where people aren't going to fly up here or fly in for the game and pay. So there should be 90% Eagles fans, at least I would hope tonight, Ben, and hopefully these people are not selling their tickets to these Giants fans and letting them in the doors. But this is going to be a hard-fought game. Early in the season, we had our way with them. Obviously, the end of the season, we needed the win, and they didn't play any of their guys. They didn't need anything. So this is going to be a different game, man. I tell you what, the Giants, I was impressed with them last week. I thought maybe they could crumble, at some point, and they didn't. They kept their foot on the gas pedal. and they played good football. Daniel Jones has been impressive this year compared to what we've seen the last couple of years. I don't know if that's a maturation process that he's gone through or if it's the coaching change. And Brian Daboll's really been able to, hone some things in on what Daniel Jones can do. But, man, they're running the ball. And Barkley, they're going to have to find a way to stop him, or it's going to be a long night tonight with that, because he gets rolling with those big thighs he's got, man. He is impossible to bring down. And we're going to have to force Daniel Jones to throw the ball and hopefully make some mistakes. But they looked impressive last week. I got to give it to the Giants.
We're talking with the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Padula Masonry. Of course, Daniel Jones was 24-35 for 301 yards, 2 TDs, no INTs, and a passer rating of 114-1. So he had a really good game, but he's going up against the number 1 defense in the league. So
he still scares me though. His legs scare me. They're running the ball good. Well, Q, they're playing good ball.
Q, you say throw all that stuff out during the regular season.
Yeah,
right?
but they're playing. I think he found his rhythm finally. Okay. I mean, he's found himself.
But you just hit the nail on the head with his legs. He made some big plays last week on some big critical situations that got them first downs, that ate up clock, that moved the chains. Those are the kinds of things we can't allow to happen. We've got to make him sit back in the pocket and make those throws, because historically he's struggled when he has to do that. So that's what we need. If we're going to allow him to run and be able to move around, that's where we're going to have an issue if that happens tonight, because he has shown that he can make those plays. I mean, come on, we all remember a couple of years ago when he had the big long run and stumbled over his own feet, as he closed in near the touchdown and fell down. But he's been playing phenomenal. You got to give him credit where credit's due. The Eagles are going to have to contain him, whether they have to keep a little spy back there, to keep him in there. It's going to be tough. So I hope that the Eagles fans don't think this is going to be some sort of blowout. I don't see that happening.
We'll get your prediction in a few seconds. All right, Guru, for playoff fantasy football, who do you watching today?
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to love all the Kansas City players. I don't think Jacksonville has anything in the tank to keep up with them today. If you're Kansas City, you got to be really happy with that draw in this matchup. They should win that game easily today. Tomorrow, the best game of the weekend has got to be the Buffalo-Cincinnati game. I mean, it's just that game was going to be a great game a few weeks ago until that incident happened, and that's a powerhouse. That's a coin toss. I really don't know who wins that game. And there's a lot of players that are involved on each of those teams in fantasy playoffs. So one of those teams is going to have to lose, and somebody's going to lose a lot of players after this week with those guys. And then you have the other game in the NFC. I like the 49ers. I think they're playing phenomenal, but you can't discount what Dallas did last week.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, Tampa Bay's defense they have a decent defense, and they just were not able to do anything. So, I don't know. I mean, Dallas kind of caught me off guard with how they played last week. So now I'm thinking to myself, could they really beat San Francisco? I
think the 49ers are like, 11-0 with Christian McCaffrey since he's joined the team. So he's
but all good things have to come to an end eventually. Morton Anderson didn't miss a field goal the one year, or Gary Anderson didn't miss a field goal the one year either. And then they jinxed them. And, Brett Maher couldn't kick it through the uprights on 4 extra points the other day. But I mean, they're playing right now good football, and you know how it is. It's every week, 1 week at a time, and you get hot at the right time, you make a run. So I think that's going to be a really interesting game. I still like San Francisco. I think their defense plays lights out, but man, nothing's going to surprise me in that game either. And the biggest surprise to me last week was how really Ezekiel Elliott was kind of non-existent in that game. Pollard was the guy, but they threw the ball. I thought they were going to have to come in here and have to run the ball if they were going to have any chance of winning. They really didn't have to do that. I mean, Prescott had his way. He just was able to throw to anybody he wanted. These guys were wide open. It was really amazing to me. And I don't know if that was just a total breakdown on Tampa's part, or if they came in with a game plan that was just solid and saw something and just picked it apart.
All right, Guru, it's time for your pick. Tonight's game against the Eagles. Or against the Giants. Eagles-Giants.
I'm going to go with the Eagles. I can't not go with the Eagles. And I'm going to go 27-23 Eagles.
27-23 Eagles.
Wow, okay.
All right, Guru. Now, are you going to be able to watch the game tonight even though you're down at the Disney World?
What kind of question is that, really?
Well, I mean, you never know with you. You got
he'll be at downtown Disney.
We changed our plans. We're not doing a park today just for this reason, so that I'll be here and able to watch the game today. So looking forward to it. Actually the kids are excited. They want to see the Eagles play tonight. So
get them Eagles jerseys, Brian.
One of those Dallas guys down there.
All right, Guru. As always, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your time down at Disney World.
Have a great day, guys.
See you,
Billy,
bro.
get those Mickey Mouse on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's go, Birds. All right, there he is. Brian Hartley, the fantasy football guru, brought to you by Padula Masonry. Ron Padula has been in business for 25 years. With his experience, when you choose Padula Masonry to complete your project, you're choosing peace of mind. Foundations, concrete, brick, stone, stucco, pavers, and more. You name it. If it has cement, they do it. That's Padula Masonry. Give them a call at 609-399-8009 or check out the website at padulamasonry.com. Want to remind people the second hour of the locker room was brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. For more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. Hey, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that's run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey to attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. When we return, we'll wrap it up. We'll have our predictions. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and Brad Quast right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Today, it's a college basketball doubleheader on ESPN Radio. First at Allen Fieldhouse. Second-ranked Kansas faces number 14 TCU. Then LSU welcomes 9th-ranked Tennessee. The college basketball season continues.
Launching a three left wing. Got it again! 10 seconds to go. Into the corner. Launching a three. Got it!
Exclusively on 97.3 ESPN FM. Coverage begins at 12:30.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver," unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Go to get your game on at the Gallery Bar Booking Games in Ocean Casino Resort this football season. Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite team. Get in on the parlay while in the middle of a party. Go for the sports scene and go for the endless screens. Go to the Gallery. Go to Ocean. Go for the win. For more information, visit theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
They say they'll get your biggest tax refund. Jackson Hewitt says your biggest tax refund guaranteed, and a chance to double your tax refund. Thousands in weekly prizes during the Double Your Refund sweepstakes. Your biggest refund times 2. Twice the money, so forget about them. File your taxes on the double at Jackson Hewitt today. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to U.S. residents 18 or older who file a 2022 federal tax return. Promotion ends 4/2/23. Visit jacksonhewitt.com for rules.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Brad Quast, Josh Henning producing, intern Andrew's here, and Q.
You got picks.
You got picks coming up. But before we get to the picks, give me something that you're keen on. What do you want to see today? Last thoughts before you give me your pick.
Last thoughts, I want them to get behind the chains. I want the defense to get the Giants behind the chains.
Okay.
That's so if they have to run blitz or they have to stun up front, I want them to do that. So defensively, I want them to kind of control what Daniel Jones is going to do to us.
So control the line
of scrimmage, get them in, second and long, second 8 or more. That's what I want the defense, and they'll be successful.
By the way, our good friend, very good friend, my very dear friend.
Who's that?
Lou Manzo.
Oh, yeah.
He's texting in. He said he was at the game up at Giant Stadium when Deshaun Jackson returned that.
Yeah.
He was there.
Okay. All right.
All right, real quick. Can we play the last one? Do we have time for that, Josh? This is I think this is Westbrook, right?
This was Brian Westbrook's punt return for a touchdown. Now, this was not a game winner like the other two were, but this was what led to the win in 2003 versus the Giants. This was no Merrill Reese for this one. We have Dick Stockton on the call.
Jeff Eagles will kick, and it'll be a directional
Eagles
kick attempt. Bounces at the 21 and picked up by Westbrook. Westbrook on the return. Here comes Westbrook. He's got a lead. Here comes Westbrook. He gets by. Brian Westbrook going all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. No flags now. And the Eagle bench is going wild. And this is all reminiscent of the Dallas Cowboys game in week number 2.
Oh, that's awesome.
Why in the world
that's awesome.
let that football record be returned?
I think the Eagles crowd is going to be
line.
nuts tonight.
Why in the world are you not
They're going to go crazy.
It's going to be crazy.
They're going to be lathered up, drinking,
drinking at the Lincoln.
Start drinking at 1:00. Oh boy.
All right, Q man, give us your prediction.
All right, so my prediction is always wrong because every time I go to Dino's, they go, Brad, you can't pick a game. You're never right.
I can't even pick his nose.
I can't. Yeah. So they bust my chops all the time, and then so I go, Shane, you got to help me out, my son. I said, what's the score going to be? He goes, Dad, 35-14 Eagles.
35-14. Do you really believe that?
That's what. Yeah.
Or you're hoping for that?
That's what that's going to be. 35-14.
Josh Henning.
So after consuming all of the information of the week as I do, I'm going to go, as I said yesterday on game night, I said Eagles 28, Giants 21.
Okay.
All right. So that's a cover.
That's a cover. Cover and an under.
Cover. All right.
What do you got?
Andrew, I know we can't hear you, but real quick, give me your prediction, Andrew. Here we go. Give him a mic.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I do think that it'll.
You gotta talk into the mic.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. I think it should be an interesting game. Jalen Hurts, hopefully, being back in his rhythm. I do think that the Eagles' offense might start off a little slow, but I think I got the Eagles 30-17.
30-17 for Andrew. All right. So I, getting to go last. Like I said, I get to look at everybody, hear everybody's pick and everything. I'm going to go closer with the guru. He said 27-23. I think the Eagles win 27-24. I think it's going to be a close game.
Okay, so they don't cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a close game.
Under and they don't cover.
Come on, man. You played the game.
It's going to be close.
The Eagles are a better team, but I just don't. I don't know, something in the depths of my body doesn't.
All right.
Think it's going to be a lot closer, only because the Giants have been playing better. But I think the Eagles are going to come out. I think they're going to be firing all cylinders. I think the defense is going to be playing pretty well. So I say 27-24. All right, 27-24. But I think the Giants score a late touchdown.
All right, backdoor cover.
Backdoor cover.
Okay.
Is that fair?
I think that's fair to say, and I think it should be electric tonight.
I'd like to see your prediction come to fruition.
Yeah, I hope so.
Because
because I think it's going to be cold out there, and maybe
it's only supposed to. By the way,
they blow them out, and I can leave about midway through the third, fourth quarter, and go start drinking, get some cocktails.
Drinking. It's going to be late at 11 o'clock at night.
It's Saturday night. It's Saturday night.
I can't, Josh.
I'm not coming in tomorrow. How about that?
I'm in here tomorrow. We have Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Clement will be
good.
tomorrow.
All right.
And of course, we're going to be talking with Paul Gaither tomorrow.
All right.
He's the a senior defensive assistant for the Minnesota Vikings, and he was a defensive coordinator for the Raiders before that.
Raiders and the Bengals.
And the Bengals. So with all these, Josh, with all these coordinator jobs becoming available, we'll ask Paul tomorrow if he's going to take a job, right?
Yeah, I'm very curious to see what he thinks because, typically when we see coaching turnover, it's the head coaches. Right now, there's more coordinator openings. There's double the coordinator openings.
Well, what that means is the owner calls the head coach in and says after the Monday morning, end of season, you have to make a change.
You have to make a change.
You got to make a change, and it's either your butt or someone else's. So
another thing that Andrew Leeds, the intern, just showed me that Daniel Jones has not played against the Eagles in a full capacity stadium. Now, you're not real. I can see you kind of shaking your head. You don't think that really comes into play. So you don't think this home field crowd going nuts is
the only thing is if the noise prohibits them
so they can't hear the snap.
Hear it and change
like a 12th man.
And change the plays.
Right.
That's all. They change
because they're going to have to go on silent count.
Correct. So that's the only factor.
Especially if what Scott Grayson said, if the crowd's in it, you feed the crowd. That's feed better.
The crowd, yeah. And they can't hear anything, but I don't think it matters.
Should
be a good one tonight.
It's going to be a good one tonight. I want to thank the Sportsbook Consigliere, Dave Sharapan. Want to thank Scott Grayson for checking in, the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, Andrew Leeds, Josh Henning did a great job. Q, as always, I appreciate it.
See you tonight.
See you tonight. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. I'll be here tomorrow morning recapping all the action, and hopefully we get an Eagles win. Let's go, Birds! And enjoy the day in football, guys.
Yep.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow. It's a locker room with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is the radio home for Eagles playoff football. The Eagles host the New York Giants in the divisional round of the NFC playoffs tonight.
The Boston Scott who runs in, standing up, untouched.
This offensive line just blow the Giants off the football.
Pre-game coverage starts at 7 p.m. with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick calling all the action starting at 8:15. This is where the Philadelphia Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's official Eagles station.